Oh, my juicy lovers. It's MJ from Ultra Love TV. How are you? I'm going to offer you guys a little tarot read just for fun, juicy entertainment, and divine guidance and loving clarity. I hope that you guys are having a great summer so far. It's July 19th. So we're heading into Cancer season. I do touch into astrology a little bit, but I'm not an astrologer. I'm an intuitive empath, author, speaker, longtime yoga teacher, meditation teacher, and all that jazz. Did you guys ever do dance? Remember jazz hands? Anyway, how's Shazam, you guys? So let's crack on with the reading and see what we get. Again, it's super important. So something I do teach and share is like our intuition. Intuition reigns supreme. It's getting to know yourself. Like, this is the ultimate teachings. Know thyself. Who's that? You. And then it's like, how do we get to know the self? That's like in yoga tradition, like self-study, which is introspection, reflection, retrospect, looking at situations, self-study, because it's only ever our own perception that we can noodle with or play around with. And then the resonant connection to me is like the brain heart coherence communication system with regards to like discerning contrast in our personal reality, and then being able to make choices. Yes, I'll keep that card. Here we go. Here I go. Girls, what's my business, men? Except it's not at all. But hey ho, hey ho. All up in the bounce and flow. Let's just say we do new shop, charity shop find yesterday. Holla. We had it was like a girly day yesterday, and a friend of mine got some news, and it was just a fun. We ended up actually. Side note, who cares about the tarot, guys? Let's just catch up with MJ. Yesterday we went, so I had a morning, like a long ass surf in the water, holla holla. Like, I don't know how it happened. Normally I would like go in for half an hour. Lately it's been like an hour, 2 hours, just like sitting there in the water being like, what is life? Anywho, came back, had a snooze fest, woke up, roommate was like, let's go to the park. Went to the park, there was a fun fair. And I gotta say, I had some juicy fun. We went on the bumper cars. Do you guys remember bumper cars? Holy shit, those things are fun. And then there was another game. So we went into this like baby harness, like those baby bouncy things where they're like, it's like for adults. So you harness yourself in and you just bounce on a trampoline. I was like back flipping, getting exhausted. Like every few bounces would just be like, I'm so tired, and then the girl would be like, hey man, don't stop bouncing. I didn't vomit. I felt like by the end I was like, no, take me down now. I'm borderline here, honey bunches. Get me out of this very tight. Yeah, anyway, so there you go, you guys. So that's my little weekend update for you. I hope that you also had fun at a fun fair. Oh, now I'm realizing, why do I have such a bad headache? It's because of the cotton candy. I don't know if any of you guys like stopped boozing. So what happens when you stop boozing is that it's the sugar that spikes your body like alcohol used to. So now I don't have hangovers, but every once in a while if I binge on like hardcore shitty sugar, like the candy floss stuff, you get like the spike, sure, high, but then the low, it's like a hangover, just not as quite as severe. Fact. Holla. Okay. You guys, my intention with the readings is to offer you divine guidance and loving clarity. So if that's not what you're getting, then it's probably not for you. So let's go, you guys. Let's go. So we start off the reading with a death card, which from tarot, yes, it can be symbolic of actual physical death, losing someone we love. Usually in a tarot reading, though, it has more to do with a sort of symbolic transformation. And globally speaking, with regards to the restrictions and, pandemic energy, that's a transformation. This is a global transformation. So our personal lives are reflective of the global paradigm, and vice versa. So collectively speaking, we really are going through, what in spiritual circles we call an ego death, or, ego death. What we once knew of life is no longer. and who we are becoming is a bit unknown. What's the other expression? Another expression that you might, if this is like new info to you, like you could also look up the expression, the dark night of the soul. And dark night of the soul, again, is like an aspect of, or another way of describing an ego death, when a part of ourselves just doesn't exist anymore. And we're like, oh. And so what is that? It's this idea of conscious creatorship, is that you then, from your own void or emptiness or, you know, infinite loving heart space, you create the world that you want to see. All to love. So there, you guys. Let's crack on, shall we? So yeah, you're going through this transformation. There could be messages coming in. Bear in mind, they might make you feel a little like defensive, but on this occasion, the wheel of fortune is turning. Some of you guys are walking away, or this Knight of Cups, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces could be walking away, but they're in the reverse, so they're not actually, there's no love there anyway, right? But this could have been something, or someone you were entangled in, you're like, back the fuck up, which is kind of warranted because they're not really that invested anyway. And then all this fire energy, divine messages, inspiration coming through in the Wheel of Fortune turning in your favor, which of course would be symbolic of, you know, the rising phoenix from the ashes, right? After a death process, there it is. See, there's this new beginning coming in for you after the death process. And then certainly what I'm getting here, you all, is like just to be going with the flow. Things on a watery, like on an emotional sense, we could dare say like things will continue to get intense. So being in our integrity and like being discerning in our ability to move with that flow. Some of us are probably better practiced, others this might be a new process for you to learn as far as embodying, owning and transforming your emotional densities, and then rewiring the neuroplasticity of your brain, which is essentially rewiring the synaptic firing of your brain function via a deeper emotional holding ground, right? Like as in like you're able to hold space more for yourself. And something I can really testify, it's there becomes more and more of an effective, like essentially it becomes like impossible. If you're doing this emotional alchemical transformational work, it becomes impossible to be really intimately involved with people who are not. Because you just miss, there's no meeting, right? If someone is unconscious or someone is in denial or someone doesn't do emotional work whatsoever, they will just default back into like your old abusive cycles, right? Which are traumatic for the entire collective. And yet, dominantly speaking, much of the world order is a sort of narcissistic live in denial of your emotions. Let's just crack on, shall we, and keep destroying ourselves and one another. But no, get your freedom, you guys. Because freedom is peace and love and all that juicy hippie stuff, right? And yet the lie is that it's like dirty or shameful, when actually love is like the most profound and like healing and organizational power that we have access to, which is where I say all of these global changes are way beyond any political construct or human idea. I know, you guys, this is the way. Like anything kind of dogmatic or imprinting something that is like group think oriented, bye bye. You know, it's like we are the people. And we deserve to be here, every single one of us, so don't charge me for my life force, okay? But that's okay. Anywho, 9 minutes, my word. I hope that you guys enjoyed that. I hope that maybe it offered a bit of juicy fun, and if it didn't resonate, that's no big deal, because your heart knows the way. The truth shall set you free, lovers. To thine own self be true, because thine is the kingdom. Don't forget the teachings, you guys, but mostly love yourself and have a great day. I love you. Thank you guys so much for being here, seriously. Because us on the other side of the screen, we wouldn't be here if you weren't there also. That's like that thing of like, does a tree make sound if you're not there to listen? Am I actually here in existence without you guys? Think about it. That goes to show, like, we should truly be treating one another like brothers and sisters. Let's give a group hug and make peace with being dicks to one another. Ha. Holla Shazam, you guys. Have a great day, and I love you. Bye, 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 bye.